Hello, my friends. I am Damian Bird, president and founder of Only Three Snacks. Before we get into the second episode of the Wellness Roundtable, we want to make sure that we understand where we can purchase these excellent nutritious snacks. We can get them at only3snacks.com. That is only3snacks.com. Today, we're going to be talking about health and wellness, right? In particular, March is National Nutrition Month, so we're going to tackle some of those issues and how we as Americans can make better choices with the health and nutritional products that we choose. So why is this so problematic? Why is it so problematic that so much of our daily consumption comes from ultra-processed foods? Well, I'm gonna give you an idea. Those calories from those ultra-processed foods leads to cardiovascular disease, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and everybody's worse, cancer, right? We're all impacted by literally everything that we eat. So what does that really lead to? Did you know that 16.5% of the deaths in this country are a direct correlation between physical inactivity and poor nutritional diet? That's the problem, right? That's what we're all leading to. So we've already talked about the problem, right? We've got busy on a solution. We have 5 different flavors of crisp. I only have a couple of here, a couple of my best sellers. We have the pinch of lime, my personal favorite, cinnamon blast. This flavor will probably change your life. What isn't listed here today is the sweet cayenne, our best seller, our original sea salt, which is where we started, and lastly, our Italian herbs, which is more of a savory flavor. We also have one of our bars and our trail mix that is listed as well. Now, what is so special and unique about Only Three Snacks? Aside from being delicious, every ingredient we use has a health component to your body. We use organic white spelt flour in our crisp, which has 20 or 25 health benefits to your body. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll list a couple, right? They help with digestion. They are very nutrient dense. They have cancer fighting properties. They help lower your cholesterol and many, many, many more. I encourage you to do your own research, but trust me, spelt flour is one of the things that helps fight off some of this epidemic of ultra-processed food we have in our country. All right, so always keeping the theme of this episode, which is National Nutrition Month, how does Only Three Snacks support that even more, right? Well, if I encourage you, and many people don't do this, but I encourage you, the next time you pick up a snack that aren't our delicious snacks, I want you to turn that package around and read what is on there, right? And find out what those things really mean and how they support your body, right? How do the ingredients that are in that package that are being ingested and consumed by your body, how does it contribute to a health and wellness lifestyle? Now, I know many of us don't care about that. I get it. However, typically in this country, we care when there's some sort of trigger, whether it be a doctor's order or some sort of medical ailment that forces us to change our lifestyle. Well, we've added healthy snacks and great ingredients to where we can do that right now. Two of the things, or a few of the things that we're most proud of, is we don't use any additives, any preservatives, no soy, no dairy, or any unnatural sweeteners in any of our products. We only use organic agave as our sweetener, as well as natural date sugar. I challenge you to find ingredients in your favorite snack that are not ours, to find those things that'll help your body. As I mentioned, we're prideful on our transparency. Why is that so important? It's important because many manufacturers of food products snacks and other foods, they can hide ingredients that don't have to be disclosed to us. For example, if you see something that says natural flavors, those don't have to be listed, right? And they're taking advantage of that and putting who knows what into our food. So you really need to be mindful about what you're taking in and what it is doing for your overall health. Nutrition, nutrition, nutrition. I can't stress it enough. How does Only Three Snacks promote heart healthy eating and food consumption? For us, it's always ingredients. It's always ingredients. The highest quality, best sustaining ingredients for your body. One of those ingredients is the usage of avocado oil. Avocado oil is a heart healthy fat that also helps keep our products light and crispy and airy as well. Not to mention very satisfying. You'll find that in all of our crisp and any other product that requires any type of oil in our snack products. Another aspect of keeping our nutrition intact is portion control, right? As hard as it may be, I get it, as hard as it may be, we want to keep our portions under control. And this bag is 4.0 net weight ounces, right? In here we have 4 servings. That's about 13 chips. Now, if you do the math, that's about 52 chips total, right? And I know that might be the most difficult part about interacting with Only Three Snacks is not eating a whole bag at one time. But even if you do, there's only 70 calories per serving. Only 70. And each of those calories are beneficial, right? So what does that mean? You can enjoy these delicious, amazing snacks and not feel guilty, right? You can snack totally guilt-free and know that everything that you're putting in your body is beneficial. Now we all see it. Infomercials, social media posts, so many things. The hot topic, or one of the hot topics in health and wellness, is digestive and gut wellness, or your gut health. How do we help with that? I listed earlier, or I mentioned earlier, that there are probably 20 to 25 health benefits in our products when using Spelt. One of those products is digestion. Spelt flour helps with your digestion. It is a very, very natural, high fiber source, right? And we all know what fiber does. It gets things moving. So you can eat our products and know that they're not going to get stuck and do what they're supposed to do, nourish you and satisfy your hunger and snack cravings, and you can move on. More and more benefits, right? Today, we're creatures of convenience. We want everything quick. We want it to serve every need that we needed for it in that moment. These snacks, we have our snack bars. We have 2 different flavors of snack bars, blueberry and walnut, probably our best seller of the 2. Cherry and Brazil nut, my personal favorite of the 2. And we also have trail mix. Why am I mentioning this? We all live on-the-go lifestyles, traveling, work, school, athletes. These very nutrient-dense supports a very active on-the-go lifestyle, right? Now, I'm not saying we're the first. I know there are other products out there, right? But you'd be hard-pressed to find something better. You'd be hard-pressed to find snacks that are going to support your body and satisfy your hunger all at the same time. You can't have both, right? Another very important thing is, you know what, we've all been there. 2 o'clock hits, we got another couple of hours of work, maybe school. We reach in and grab a bar that's loaded with what? Those ultra-processed ingredients we talked about. Sugar, sodium. What's so problematic about that? Well, sugar does what to your bloodstream? sends it straight up, right? Those things that go up must do what? Come down, right? What's happening to your body along the way? Here, you don't have to worry about that. Get you some Only 3 Snacks. Only3snacks.com. The number 3. Only3snacks.com. All right, so I want to address the next topic, which is having healthy options to what we call traditional snacks, right? Well, what's traditional, right? In my time living this lifestyle, which is going on 8 years now, traditional translates to me to mean follow the leader, right? Do what they tell us. Don't question. Don't rock the boat, right? If you go, I'm going to share a quick story. About a month and a half ago, someone asked me, well, if you go into the grocery store and they have a health food section, what does that make the rest of the grocery store? And I was like, whoa, I never thought of it that way, right? Well, in the rest of that grocery store or convenience store that you go to are bunches of what we call traditional snacks. And we all have our favorites. I had my favorites before I made a lifestyle change, right? There are dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens, and they're entering the market more and more every day of traditional snacks, right? That are loaded with these harmful, right? It's one thing to have ingredients that don't help your body, but do the research. Do the research. We don't have the luxury of not challenging these food manufacturers anymore because we're dying from this stuff, right? We're losing limbs, right? And there's a common thought that, that a disease may run in your family, or, there's a strong likelihood because, your mother, your father, your uncle have had it, blah, blah, blah. I get it. My thoughts are everything can be reversed by what you put in your mouth. We've done that. We've helped give you better options to where you don't have to rely on traditional snacks and different food products. Now, there's some work for you to do as well, right? You have to adjust your mentality, adjust what's comfortable and convenient, right? Our favorite slogan is rethink the way you snack, right? You have to rethink what's really important to you and how you're going to meander on your health and wellness journey. You don't have to do that alone. Only 3 Snacks is here to help you with that. Okay, we're wrapping up here, but there's a couple more topics I want to cover. Plant-based nutrition, specifically plant-based trends, right? I urge you, don't get caught up in the trends. Do your work, right? Just because some company is throwing a lot of money and a lot of funding to maybe brainwash you into thinking that something might be good for you, stay away from that stuff, right? Nutrition, health benefits, wellness, right? So what does that mean? Diversity. Our products are suitable for a very diverse community. Vegans, the plant-based community, vegetarians, people who are trying to reduce the ultra-processed foods. We cover it all, right? Or even just families or soccer moms, if you will, athletes, you name it, that want to just eat better, right? I get this question all the time, or I ask this question a lot. Are you plant-based or are you vegan? And the answer more often than not is no, I just want to eat a little bit better, right? I'm tired of being weighed down and feeling sluggish after I eat a snack. I mean, I got you, right? We've solved that problem for you. And guess what? There's more coming. We have more snacks on the way. Just stand by, right? In the meantime, we have several that'll hold you over until we find your favorite. My last topic of the day. How can we incorporate only 3 snacks into a nutritious diet, right? Well, they're delicious by themselves. Make no mistake about it. but there is a lot of versatility in all of our products, especially our crisp. This cinnamon blast, you probably can see this little white part of the bag. Inside of there is I call it our magic sauce, right? And it'll change your life. Get some and challenge me on that. Inside of that packet is a mixture of organic agave and organic agave and Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon is what is referred to as true cinnamon. It's probably or arguably the purest form of cinnamon on the planet. Some of the cinnamon, if not all of the cinnamon that we purchase in the grocery stores, very, very highly processed. Anyway, we have our cinnamon blast chips. Over here, we have our pinch of lime. Now, I don't have my Italian herbs with me, but both of these products offer a bit of a savory flavor, especially the Italian herbs. Great on hummus, great with salsa. I love them with marinara sauce. Also, you can take them and crumble them up and put them on your salads, put them in soup. The list goes on and on, right? And I'm going to give a little bit of a precursor of what's coming. I believe in the diversity of these particular flavors so much that we're making salad toppers with our pinch of lime and our Italian herb flavor as well. The bars speak for themselves. They have 5 ingredients. Our private recipe or personal recipe of caramel, which is made up of organic agave, that same Ceylon cinnamon, a little bit of avocado oil. We also have walnuts and coconut and kamut puffs, another ancient grain. Those of you who are a little older like myself will probably recognize a flavor from back in the day. You can reach out to me and let me know if you discover what that is. Then of course we have our trail mix, right? Our trail mix has 6 ingredients. This is our sweet and spicy trail mix. It has Brazil nuts, walnuts, cherries, dried blueberries, dried mangoes, and dried coconut, right? All of those fruits are unsweetened. As we mentioned before, we never use processed sugar. And all of those fruits are organic as well. And then on this one, we also have a little rub, the same rub that we use on our best-selling sweet cayenne, and that's a mixture of date sugar, cayenne pepper, and lime powder, right? The only thing is, I don't want you to bite your fingers off when you're eating this so fast, right? So be careful. Yeah, that's where we are, right? As we wrap up, I want to touch on a few more things. Informed choices. I cannot blame us for eating a diet or snacking on a diet that is high in high processed foods, loaded with sugar, high in sodium, and unhealthy fats, right? I can't blame us or blame the American public if no choices exist. But I can blame us if choices do exist, right? There's an old saying, if you know better, you do better. You know better now, right? Right here. We've solved a lot of those problems. We haven't solved them all, but we've solved some of them, and we're going to continue solving them, right? Get online, only3snacks.com. Find your favorite flavor. Find your favorite flavor and order today. Remember, it's never too late. I'm 51 years old. I started at 43. It's never too late to rethink the way you snack. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you the next time.